Okay, sir. Bantu, sir. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Manevara Mudvarse.
Akandamandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha.
Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Hari Om Varun, welcome. Would you like to chant the prayer? Starting prayer, anyone? We finished Guru Brahma and then the Parampara prayer.
Okay, ji, sure. Hari Om, everybody.
Hari Om.
Om Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Thank
Today
you.
we are taking up shloka number 5 of Advaita Makaranda, written by Lakshmidhara Kavi and explained by our Guruji, Sri Narasimha Prabhuji, on day 5 of his pravachana. The shloka reads as under: Na shosha posha vikledacha chedaha chit nabhasavaha mama satyaihi api anila agni ambaha shastraihi kim uta kalpitaihi. Ili mama chit nabhasaha has come. That is Chidakasha. Chidakasha is a Vyavaharika Satta, transactional reality. Because I'm asking the last word of the shloka says Kalpitaihi. So my question is Chidakasha a transactional reality?
I think before that,
Yeah.
please tell the understanding of the shloka and then we can go on to the questions.
Okay. My understanding is my Chidakasha, Mama Chit Nabhasaha, Nabha, that is Akasha. My Chidakasha cannot be destroyed by drying, burning, wetting, or cutting. But I'm pure consciousness. If real wind, water, fire, and weapons cannot destroy Chidabhasa, what to speak of imaginary ones destroying me? Me means consciousness.
Okay.
Mikoru, Maneji, Varunji, what about you, please?
Vasuji, I have not been able to completely go through the talk today. Just the first 30-40 minutes I have been able to.
Yeah. Just say that. That is okay. Share what you would like to share about shloka number 5 in Prabhuji's talk, day 5.
Okay, I think Maneji was going first. I will go after him.
Okay. So consciousness cannot be destroyed by the statement given by all the weapons, fire, water, or whatever it is. When their Panchabhutas cannot do anything, and nothing can be done for consciousness. There is nothing available to destroy consciousness. It is always present and it is always existing. It is the only permanent thing in the entire universe. Entire universe can be destroyed, but not the consciousness. Nobody can even touch her and know about the consciousness. It is in that state. We cannot even think of destroying it. Even understanding itself is a challenge. So it is only the body is destroyed, not the consciousness. So consciousness can never be destroyed by any means. That is my understanding.
Thank you. Heli, Babuji, please go ahead, conduct the meeting.
ಸರ್ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ
ವರುಣ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. Pass it on. Okay.
Varun,
Please conduct the meeting.
Yes. So from the portion of the talk that I have listened to, Guruji was speaking about 3 types of supposed destructions. The self-destruction, destruction caused by external factors, and the destruction caused by removal of support. And Guruji was explaining how Lakshmidhar Kavi refutes all these 3 types of destructions. When we say self-destruction, it is the destruction that happens over time. But in reality, it is not destruction, because it is only transformation of the body or the matter that we think we are, but we are actually not even that. But even if we do consider ourselves as the matter only transforms. There is no real destruction that is happening. Similar logic for external destruction, such as natural calamities. They only destroy the body, whereas nothing happens to the Atma. And even the body is actually not destroyed, it is only transformed. There is no real death or birth, it is just assembly and dismantling of matter. Yeah. The third point about the support, I'm not able to correctly recollect what Guruji said. That was the one I was going through last. I have not finished that.
No problem. Yeah, wonderful, Varun.
Yeah, beautifully explained.
Yeah. So support ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವರುಣ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ support destruction by support? ಹೇಳಿ.
Sir, adane that Varun ji was telling about 3 types of destruction that is possible. Abhijnananath, that is continuity in recognizing. Because of that, because continuity in recognizing is there, time cannot destroy consciousness on its own due to time, passing of time. That is, for example, human body normally cannot remain more than 100 years. So that type of time restriction is not there for the self. Viram Shatvat, because it is partless, any external factor cannot destroy this one. Now, this shloka 5 is an further extension of Niram Shatvat. And the third factor is Anashrayat, that is withdrawal of support, like air, food, etc., without which the life cannot continue. Today we are discussing more about Niram Shatvat. That is external factors, destruction because of the effect of external factors. Yes. All external factors should be within one of these Panchabhutas. So we are talking of 4 Panchabhutas, which has got effect on the transactional reality, whereas the 5th one, that is Chidakasha or Akasha, cannot be destroyed. It only supports the other four things. That is why Lakshmidhar Kavi has explained the effects of the four four of the
So
Panchabhutas.
what can be destroyed by removal of support is, I think, what is a question here.
Yeah.
If we remove the support, it cannot be destroyed. What cannot be destroyed by removal of support, and why?
That if food is taken away, then the body, mind, intellect cannot continue. Likewise, air is necessity. These are all basic necessities without which the life cannot continue.
So for what is the support?
Life will be destroyed. Life will be destroyed.
Life will be destroyed.
Yeah.
Matter, body.
Life, body, mind, and intellect will be
life.
Transformed. Yeah. It will not remain.
Life will not be destroyed.
Life will not. Yes, sir. Sorry.
So the question, okay, if we ask the question the other way, what removal of support can destroy what?
Destroy the body.
What under what category does body fall under?
Anatma.
Conscious. Okay, Anatma is Anatma anta helಬಹುದು, but helde irbodu. That is beginning.
Insentient.
Correct. Consciousness and body. There are two things, right?
Yeah.
Consciousness and body. So, removal of support cannot and does not destroy consciousness or Atma. But removal of support can destroy
the inert material,
the body, mind, intellect. So what is the difference? One characteristic difference.
Consciousness is eternal. Consciousness
is connected to the support requirement.
Okay.
Srinivas Murthy ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? What is the difference between the two? Why, in terms of why the removal of support cannot destroy consciousness, but it can destroy body, mind, and connect your answer or your thinking or analysis to the support requirement. Because this shloka, it's talking about three fundamental causes for destruction, alva. One is time, which is self-destruction. Anything in time will remove. Second is external factors, calamities, nature's elements, Panchabhutas. And third one is removal of support.
Question in clarity.
Okay, why removal of support? For example, if you don't feed your body, it will one day die. If you don't continuously feed. So if you remove the support of food or water or air, your body will die. But that removal of support has no effect on consciousness. What is the difference? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಮರ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಶ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ತಾನೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಕಾಸಸ್. It doesn't get destroyed by time. Why? ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದೆ. It's beyond time.
Beyond time.
Okay. It doesn't get destroyed by nature's elements. Why?
Why
Because it
means
is partless.
Yeah.
Because it is partless.
Yeah.
ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬೋದು? ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ಬೋದು?
All the inert materials will get.
ಮರ ಕೊಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ? ಮರ ಬಿದ್ದೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? But what does the tree stand on? Earth. So actually the tree is a combination of the tree and the earth that holds it, the roots that are there down. Okay, so it is actually in two parts. So ಬಿರುಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸಿದ್ರೆ ಮರ ಬಿದ್ದೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ಲಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮನೆ ಕೊಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Because house is a combination of parts, tree is a combination of parts. Suppose we apply a force on a car, we can damage the car, we can destroy, we can open up the steering wheel. So any product that is formed by the number of parts coming together can be destroyed by nature's elements, either human forces or nature's elements. So it cannot destroy Atma because Atma is partless. So apply the same logic and let us go and find out why removal of support destroys body, mind, intellect, but not consciousness. Heli Varun.
Consciousness.
The whole of support is depending on Panchabhutas, but consciousness is not depending on anything. One and another is consciousness.
Matte heli. No. Please state it again.
See, conscious is not neither created nor this one by Panchabhutas. It has not been by Panchabhutas. Consciousness is ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಗುರುಗಳು, ಆಕಾಶ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಯಾವುದರ ಮೇಲೂ ಅವಲಂಬಿತವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಂಚಭೂತಾಸುಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಲಂಬಿತವಾಗಿದೆ.
So wonderful, you caught on that point. So what is the logic here?
ಅಲ್ಲ, the logic is
ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ ಸರಿ. I'm trying to get you to one thing. You said a very important point. Consciousness is not dependent on anything. It is subtler than even space. Howna? But therefore it can, none of the nature's forces can destroy, or none of the supports can destroy. Whereas how can it destroy the body mind? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ ಭಾಗ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ.
How can body mind can be destroyed ಅಂತನಾ? ಅದೇನದು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಕ್ವಶನ್?
ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ನಾವು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಏನು? The third point in Prabhuji's talk on how things can be destroyed. How the third point of destruction is removal of support. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವರುಣ್ ಅವರು he had a clarification that how can removal of support cause destruction anta. So we are discussing it. Okay, the points everyone have said are valid. The removal of support cannot destroy consciousness. 100% correct. why, for example, if we remove the support of food and water and air, okay, will consciousness get destroyed? No. ಯಾಕೆ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ?
Because the conscious is not depending on it.
Consciousness is not dependent on any support. ಹೌದಾ?
And that's all other whatever the appearance of the universe is depending on that one consciousness.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. You got the reason. Wonderful. Perfect, alva. So removal of support can destroy any dependent existence. It cannot destroy independent existence. Howda?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
All right, Varun. Does that clarify?
Yes, Vasuji.
If a thing stands on its own,
Yes.
okay, let's take a look at this way. Does truth require any support?
No.
No.
Truth can stand on its own, by its own merit. It is independent. Truth is a truth. Howda? Now, can a lie stand on its own? ಒಂದು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಂತ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ಅದನ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. So if you remove the support of the supporting lie, what happens? ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋದಾಗ ಒಂದ್ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಪ್ಪಿ ನಿಜ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಹಳೆ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ವಾ? Because lie cannot stand on truth. It needs another lie. If you remove the support of another lie, the original lie will get destroyed. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದ್ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 100 ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. Similarly, it's a very loose example, but consciousness is an independent entity. Independent andrenu, it's not dependent on any support system. It can stand on its own.
ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್. ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
ಏನಿದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಏನಿಲ್ದೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Whether something is there or not, consciousness is always present, unaffected. Whereas if water is not there for the body, how long will the body sustain? Anything. For example, bhumige tagoli, if water is not there, how long can earth sustain? No, because panchabhutadallashtu adrallu ashte, each one needs the support of the other. So the body itself is made up of 5 elements. That means it is dependent on 5 elements. And if you remove the support of any of the 5 elements, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಅವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವೈ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಧರ ಕವಿ ಅಂತ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಇಟ್ ಲೇಟರ್. ಬಟ್ ದ 4 elements, ಪೃಥ್ವಿ or food, Jala, water element, Agni, the heat element, and Vayu, the air element. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ತೆಗೆದ್ರು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದ್ರು, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಎನಿ ವಿಡ್ರಾಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ can destroy anything that is dependent. It cannot destroy, quote unquote, an entity that is independent. Consciousness dependent or independent?
independent.
ಸೊ ಪಂಚಭೂತಗಳು ಏನೇ ಹಾರಾಡ್ಲಿ, ಅಗ್ನಿ ಎಂಥ ಜ್ವಾಲೆ ಬರಲಿ, ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೇನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರವಾಹನೇ ಬರಲಿ ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಗಾಳಿ ನೀರು ಚಂಡಮಾರುತ, ಮನೆ ಕೊಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಊರೇ ಕೊಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
Because it is the higher reality.
Higher reality, and it is independent of these things. It cannot be destroyed. Higher reality is one way, correct. All right. So, yeah, I hope Varunji's question is discussed
Yes,
and
Vasuji.
clarified.
Yes.
ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಾಬು ಅವರೇ, ನೀವು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್
ಸರ್,
ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತ್ ನಭಸಃ ಮಮ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಭ ಆಕಾಶ, ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ. ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ, ವ್ಯಾವಹಾರಿಕ ಸತ್ತ ಅನ್ನೋದು.
ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ ಹೆಂಗೆ, ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್?
ಸರ್, ನ ಶೋಷ ಪೋಷ ವಿಕ್ಲೇದ ಚ ಚೇದಾಹ ಚಿತ್ ನಭಸಃ ಮಮ. ಫಸ್ಟ್
ಹೇಳಿ, ಯಾರು who would like to address that? Let's go round robin. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳಿ.
ನನಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ, ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಎ ಲೋವರ್ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? 2ನೇ ಶ್ಲೋಕ, 6ನೇ ಶ್ಲೋಕಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, 5ನೇ ಶ್ಲೋಕ.
5ನೇ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಹೇಳಿ?
ನ ಶೋಷ ಪೋಷ ವಿಕ್ಲೇದ ಚ ಚೇದಾಹ ಚಿತ್ ನಭಸಃ ಮಮ.
ಚಿನ್ನಭಸಃ ಮಮ.
ಚಿತ್ ನಭಸಃ ಮಮ. ನಭ ಆಕಾಶ, ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ. ಮೈ ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ is not, cannot be destroyed by drying, burning, wetting or cutting.
Chidakasha is pure consciousness.
Oh. Then, if that is so, the second line says, Satyaihi api anila agni ambaha shastraihi kim uta kalpitaihi. He says kalpitaihi. So that is kalpita.
ಯಾವುದು ಕಲ್ಪಿತ?
ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ.
ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ
ಕಲ್ಪಿತ
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಲ್ಪಿತಾರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ and state the understanding of the complete shloka, what Prabhuji has said.
Yeah, my chidakasha.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಹೋಗಿ.
Yeah, ಮೊದಲಿಂದ. But I am taking it first. My chidakasha is not affected by drying, burning, wetting or cutting. That is the first line. But I am pure consciousness. If the real wind, water, fire or weapons cannot destroy Chidabhasa,
Chidabhasa alla. Chidabhasa alla.
Chidabhasa. I'm sorry, Chidakasha. What to speak of imaginary ones destroying me?
What is imaginary? What is real? Idralli, what is real?
Consciousness
real is
real.
Consciousness.
Illappa.
Imaginary is Chidabhasa, Chidakasha.
No. ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕದ ಕಾಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಕನ್ವೆ?
ಸರ್, ನಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು, ಮೀ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಚಿತ್ ನಭಸಃ ಇಸ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್, ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್. ಚಿತ್ ನಭಸಃ, ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ರಿಯಲ್.
ನೀವು ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಆನ್. Maneji, Varunji, Srinivas Murthy ji. Please, I think Babuji has a
I will try
question
Sir,
to.
and a clarification.
one ನಿಮಿಷ, one second. Sir, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, I am confused.
Alla irli, it's okay. So with reference to the 5th shloka and Prabhuji's talk, I think Babuji needs a bit of clarification. Neevu mikkoru yen heltira heli.
I will try to say, sir.
Please.
See, the Bhutakasha and Chidakasha are dependable. The consciousness is not dependable. It is an independent entity. All the other things are dependent. So the dependent entities cannot destroy independent.
Okay, that is one way of putting it. Varun?
Fire, water, weapons, which if considered real, cannot destroy him. Then
Voice
he's
break
anyway
ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, Varun.
Kalpita, so how can... Okay. Sir?
ನನಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಬಾಬು ಅವರು ಚಿದಾಕಾಶಗೂ ಚಿತ್ತಾಕಾಶಗೂ ಏನೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ, ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬ. ಸೊ ಮೂಲ ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ನಾವು ಚಿತ್ತಾಕಾಶ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಮೂಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿಂದಾನು, ಖಡ್ಗದಿಂದಾಗಲಿ, ಬೆಂಕಿಯಿಂದಾಗಲಿ, ಗಾಳಿಯಿಂದಾಗಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿಂದಾನು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ 5 ಪಂಚಭೂತಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪಂಚಭೂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಈ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೂಲ ಆತ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆತ್ಮ as a totality and it is not depending on any other supporting system, whereas all the reflected consciousness or all other whatever called Maya Prapancha is dependent on 5 Bhuta Kashas, ade Panchabhutas. So Panchabhutas our Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Shabda, Sparsha. So each element represents one Bhuta, 5 elements. So if you take Akasha, it is related to Shabda. If you take
Srinivas Murthy, what I think Babuji's question is, what is imaginary and what is real? He thinks, according to the shloka, he's confused that Chidabhasa is imaginary. So
Yes, sir.
can you clarify that point to Babuji? ಅದು ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಆಗಿ, ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅದ್ರ ವಿಚಾರ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಆ ವಿಷಯ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎರಡೇ, ನೀನ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತ್ತಾಕಾಶ ಚಿತ್ತಾಕಾಶ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ when you say I am not the body, mind and intellect, I am pure consciousness, there is no you ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ it cannot be destroyed by anything. If you assume I am body, mind, intellect, it can be destroyed by the same 5 elements ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು, ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟೇ.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ, ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ಬಾಬುಜಿ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ?
That consciousness cannot be destroyed by any external forces.
In trying to say that there can be no drying, burning, wetting, cutting andaga. Where is the attention? What is the poet or the author trying to say?
Mama chit nabasaha.
Illa. See, don't get stuck. Just see. What are the Mama chit nabasaha andre yenu?
My chidakasha.
It's not my chidakasha. Chidakasha nandu nimdu irutta.
Because it depends on the purity of my mind.
Alla, chidakasha andre pure consciousness. Absolute. Chit akasha, ಮೂರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ. ಭೂತಾಕಾಶ, ಚಿತ್ ಆಕಾಶ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ. ದ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಭೂತಾಕಾಶ, ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಚಿತ್ ಆಕಾಶ, ನಾಟ್ ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And the universal space.
Yeah.
Or absolute space, chidakasha. All right. Now,
Okay.
what Prabhuji ಅವರು ಟಾಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ 5th ಡೇ ಟಾಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಸೇ? ಕೋಟಿ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಸಮಪ್ರಭಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಹೋಲ್ಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ. So does it mean that awareness has the brightness of 1 crore suns?
No, the Koti Surya can be in my Chitakasha.
The awareness of Koti Surya comes in Chidakasha. Therefore, Chidakasha is superior or subtler than Surya appears in physical space, Bhutakasha, in the universe. But then that I can cognize in my mental space. But even what is happening in me appears in the absolute space or Chidakasha. So the light, physical light, the mental light or the intellectual light is subtler and more powerful than the physical light, even though it is 1,000 crore suns. But how do I know? Because of the light of awareness. Therefore, light of awareness is even subtler and more powerful than even the mental space or the light of the mind. To see the sun, the eyes have to get activated. Eyes get activated through the mind. So the light of the mind. Then light of the mind gets activated by light of consciousness or awareness. All right. So when the poet is saying, I cannot be cut, nothing can cut me, nothing can wet me, nothing can dry me. ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಒಣಗ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಒದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನನ್ನ ತುಂಡು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ, ಓಕೆ, where is the accent? Where is the attention? On the causes of destruction. The natural causes of destruction, which is fire, water, air, and earth, that itself cannot destroy me. Me andre yaru? Chidakasha. What about the other causes? They are naturally imaginary. What are the 4 most powerful causes? Prithvi, Jala, Vayu, Agni. Agni, Vayu. ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಬಲ ಆಗಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಭಾರತ್ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಹಾರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನೂ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೀರದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮಿಕ್ಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣಗಳು ನನ್ನ ನಾಶ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾರಣ, ಆ ಕಾರಣಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ಪಿತ. The other causes are imaginary. Chidakasha is not imaginary. Chidakasha, in fact, is the only real thing.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಗುರೂಜಿಯವರು ಇದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬಾಬು ಅವ್ರೆ. ನಾನು ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಈಗ ವಾಸು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಭೂತಾಕಾಶ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಗ್ಯಾಲಾಕ್ಸಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಸಿ.
ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಆಗತ್ತಾ? ಹಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ಸೊ ಗುರುಗಳು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಭೂತಾಕಾಶ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್, ಗ್ಯಾಲಾಕ್ಸೀಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಸಿ, ನದಿ, ಕಾಡು, ಏನೇ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ Bhutakasha is physical. Bhutakasha is appeared in your mental space. So that is called Chittakasha. So Chittakasha is greater than Bhutakasha and bigger than Bhutakasha antare. Your mental space is greater, bigger than Bhutakasha. So it appeared. So how it appeared? It appeared in my thought. So thought has appeared in my awareness. So awareness is called Chidakasha. So it's clear ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Bhutakasha, Chittakasha and Chidakasha. So everything is appearing in my thought. So thought is nothing but awareness. So awareness is called Chidakasha. ಇಲ್ಲೇನೋ ಚಿದಾಕಾಶ ಚಿತ್ತಾಕಾಶ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಆ ಫ್ರೇಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾವು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವೈಸ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೇಳದಿದ್ರು ಇನ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಭೂತಾಕಾಶ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಚಿತ್ತಾಕಾಶ. ಚಿತ್ತ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್. So it is called Chittakasha. Chidakasha is consciousness. So it is nothing but a thought. The thought comes from us. So our ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, so in me the mind appeared. So and in the mind world appeared. Alva? So physical sky, mental sky and conscious sky ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, is Bhutakasha appeared in your Chittakasha and in your mental space and as thought. So thought appeared in your awareness, Chidakasha. So Bhutakashakina Chittakasha ದೊಡ್ಡದು, Chittakashakina Chidakasha ದೊಡ್ಡದು. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಪೇರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ನನ್ನ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಥಾಟ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅವೇರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಓದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲಿ ವಾಸು ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೆ ಹೇಳೋಣ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ. ಬಾಬುಜಿ ಅವರೇ, ಮುಂದೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನೇನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ.
Yeah. So is your clarification got? Okay. I have a question. Prabhuji has said that there is a reason why Lakshmidhara Kavi has included only 4 elements as a part of destruction. Yaudu, Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu. Why has he not included space? Prabhuji avaru chennagi helidare. Can we refer to that and discuss why anta?
Sure. We can discuss.
Mute agidira, Babu avare. Babu, you're on mute.
First of all, the space is very subtle. It supports all the other four elements. It does not in any way harm the other four elements. That's why it has not been included. It is almost, it is nearer to consciousness.
The
In its
space,
swabhava.
the space, in fact, gives, it accommodates everything in itself. So you cannot imagine how big it is. And when it is so big, how the other four elements which are aspect in it can destroy that Bhutakasha. Because the very source of all the things shelter is given by this Bhutakasha. All are included in Bhutakasha. It is so vast and so big. And how can a small thing can destroy that such a big Bhutakasha?
Yeah, correct. That is an additional point. Yes, very good. Yeah. It does not harm. It does not get harmed also.
You see, Bhumi, the earth is dependent on water. Water is dependent on fire. Fire is dependent on this one. So all these four elements are dependent on one element, Akasha. But Akasha, it is not dependent on these four elements. So that's why Akasha is Sarva-Vyapak. So it is a totality. So they are not depending on these four elements. That's why I think Sadhguru ji has told these are the things where we can say that it is nothing but your awareness or thought or mind. Mind ಹೋಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಆಕಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಯುವರ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಸೊ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ವಾಸು ಅವ್ರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಅವರು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡಸ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಕಾಮಿಡೇಟ್, ಮಾನೇಜಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ it accommodates everything. For example, space accommodates objects. It accommodates air. It accommodates fire. It doesn't say, I don't want fire because it is hot. It does not say, I don't want ice because it is cold. Everything, if we see in the physical space also, Bhutakasha, it is the subtlest of the five elements. It accommodates everything. It rejects nothing. Therefore, including the body, name and form. Therefore, it cannot be a cause for destruction. It is only a means of support, always. Whereas, ನಾವು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಭೂಕಂಪ ಆಗಿ ಕುಸಿದು ಬಿದ್ರೆ, we ourselves will fall. So earth can destroy us. Or earthಗೆ famine ಬಂದ್ರೆ, food ಬೆಳೆಯಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, it can support us or it can destroy us. Earth element. Similarly, water element can support us. In what way? It can quench our thirst or it can destroy us. When floods come, it will destroy us. Similarly, fire element and air element. So all the four elements can either support us or destroy the dependent existence, whereas space does not. It only supports. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿರೋದು. ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ಗೂ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಮಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ any existence, if there is no space, it cannot be, it will not contribute to, space cannot be withdrawn at all. You can withdraw water, you can withdraw earth andre food element nam dehakke. When it comes to, we can withdraw fire andre digestive element, the ability to digest food and convert it into energy. When it comes to the individual, we can withdraw the fire, pranic element. One churu bronchitis ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದಾದ್ರೆ ಉಸಿರಾಡಕ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಡ್ರಾನ್. Try at any point of time in our experience, have we noticed withdrawal of space? ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹಸ್ವಾದ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ವಿ ವಿಡ್ರಾ ಫುಡ್, ಡಿನೈ ಫುಡ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸೇ ಓಡಲ್ಲ. That is our experience. Similarly, bayarke adre, if water is not available, tale kettogutte, kai kale odalla, sustagutte, alle ಕೂತ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. So is it with the other two elements? ಗಾಳಿ ಉಸಿರಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಮೂಗ್ ಕಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, ನೆಗಡಿ ಕೆಮ್ಮಾಗಿ, ಈಗ ನನಗಾಗಿದೆ.
You are experiencing more detail. Closely.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಇದೆ. The energy that maintains, the heat element that maintains the body temperature or the digestive process, ಅದೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿಡ್ರಾ ಆಗಲಿ, ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೈರು, ನಮಗೇನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. Have we ever noticed in our experience throughout our life that space is withdrawn?
Not at all.
ಸಾಧ್ಯವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. That's why space is not a cause or a contributor for destruction. ಅದು ಬೈ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಮಹಾತ್ಮರು, ಅದನ್ನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡೇನೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ವೆಟ್, ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡ್ರೈಡ್, ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಬರ್ನ್ಟ್, ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಕಟ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ? ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಸೆಪರೇಟೆಡ್. ಸೆಪರೇಷನ್ನು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಯೂನಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಯೋಗಾನು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಸೆಪರೇಷನ್ನು ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಮುಂದಿನದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಣವಾ?
ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ has been compared to a state of thought. Space. But space is not at all a controversy. Because everything is dependent on space, all other elements. But space, when compared to space to thought, so thought create problems. Thought create problems. So if there is a single thought, I am like a space. So I am, I am one in all in one, one in all. There is no problem. If we limited your thought to limited space of body, mind, and intellect, that creates problem. So if you expand your thought, so you also expand one. I am all are one. I am one in all, and so Now it's just like space. You can also be there without, even though with a single thought, I am Satchit Ananda Swarupa. So no controversy. But if you limit it to that your thought, to body, mind, intellect, so this is called samsara, it will fall. That's what's Nanna just thought, because space has been compared to your thought only. Because thought is also where it arises like a space in your mind. We don't know. So space also we cannot see. So thought also you cannot see. It's only Elva. I have to Guruji. So thought na ಯಾವ ಥಾಟ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಗೈನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್.
ಥಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಥಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Thought is not a space. Thought is also an object, but it is a subtle object. It appears in space. There are two types of objects. One is the gross objects, physical, which we see outside. Ghanavadadu. It is dense. It can be looked at. Oh, I think he quit. So there is one calibration required here, that thought is not space. Thought is also an object in space, arising in the mental space. But thought is a subtle object, like emotions. Thought and emotions are also in a way thought, and they are subtle objects that appear in the mental space. That space holds thoughts. Why space is greater than thoughts? Because mental space holds both thought and silence. ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಥಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ವೆನ್ ಹಿ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್. ದೃಕ್ದೃಶ್ಯ ವಿವೇಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. So we see the thoughts rising and falling. Anything that rises and falls, what are they? They are objects, because anything that can be recognized is an object, either through the sense perceptions or through the mind. It can be, or through the intellect. They are all objects. Only thing is, one category of objects is gross objects. Another category, which appears in the inside space, is a subtle object. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಇದೆ, 6ನೇದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಈ ಡೇ 5 ಟಾಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಮೈಟ್ shall we go ahead and discuss that? But then, or should we take it up next time? Iduvarge, before that, would anybody like to share anything on what we have discussed on day 5 talk, the 5th shloka of day 5 talk by Prabhuji? Varun, would you like to share anything?
No, Asaji.
What would be your takeaway, Varun, from today's Manana session?
About how any of the distractions do not affect the consciousness. Yeah, just as that.
Would you just summarize it a little more with some content?
Uh, sure, Vasuji. So the four elements that we discussed, they are both supportive and destructive. But the support and the destruction happens to the body, which is an object within the space of consciousness, the field of consciousness.
Any dependent existence.
Any dependent existence, yes. Whereas the consciousness is the support for all these five elements, and within which all the destruction and the support, all the assembly and disassembly happens. So the consciousness by itself doesn't require any support. It is by itself, and that is why it is not subject to any destruction.
Wonderful. Great. And if the strongest of the causes of destruction, the four elements of nature, cannot destroy Atman or consciousness, then what about other causes? They are all less, they are just imaginary. Imaginary causes cannot touch it. ಕನಸಿನ ಕಾಸು ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ, ಕಾರಣ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ. ಕನಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಡೆದ ಗುಂಡೇಟು ಎಚ್ಚರದ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಸಾಯಿಸತ್ತ. So everything else other than the four elements are like destroying causes in a dream. They have no power at all over. When the four major causes themselves have no power over consciousness, what about the other causes? They are but imaginary. Anta heltare. They are nothing but imaginary. In that context, the causes are termed, all the other causes are termed as imaginary from the point of view of its powerlessness over consciousness. Okay, there is the sixth shloka also Prabhuji has dealt with in Day 5 talk. I think we should reserve it for the next Marana session. Otherwise,
We will do it. Next time we will do it.
Not be able to complete it. We should not hurry it through. Would anybody like to share anything before we go in for Niridhyasa and close the session?
Vasuji, similar shloka comes in Bhagavad Gita also, right? It's almost verbatim.
Heli. Please.
No, I don't exactly recollect.
Just explain. Doesn't matter. You need not say the shloka. Whatever similar one, correct, comes in Bhagavad Gita also. Yes.
Yeah, about how the consciousness cannot be burnt or dried or cannot be wet, cannot be cut.
Correct.
Right? So, same theme repeats everywhere.
Correct.
Is what I was just noting.
Yes. Yeah, Prabhuji has also mentioned that in the talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Sankhya Yoga, shloka number 23, is where Prabhuji mentions, Nivu mute agidira, Babu Hore. Mute agidira.
ಹೌದು 223 ನೈನಂ ಚಿಂದಂತಿ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಾಣಿ.
Yeah, it cannot be destroyed by any weapon. I cannot be destroyed by any weapon. Cannot be burned.
Nainam dahati pavakaha. ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನ ಚೈನಂ ಕ್ಲೇದಯಂತ್ಯಾಪೋ ನ ಶೋಷಯತಿ ಮಾರುತಃ.
Yeah. I cannot be cut to pieces by any weapon. I cannot be burnt by any power of heat. I cannot be separated, filtered out by any impurity. And I cannot be swept away by wind. Alva. Thank you, Varunji, for pointing out.
So next
sir.
shloka 224 also speaks of the same thing.
Heli.
Acchedo ayam, adaho ayam, akledo ashosya evacha, nitya sarvagatah, starnur chalo ayam, achalo ayam, sanatanaha.
Okay.
Starnuhu achalo ayam,
Please tell the
sanatanaha.
meaning. Please, if you can share the meaning also.
Achedyo, I cannot be cut or chopped off. Adahyo, I cannot be burnt. Akledo, I cannot be wet. Ashosya, I cannot be dried. Eva, cha. Nitya, I am eternal. Sarvagataha, omnipresent. Stanuhu means sthira. Achala ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. I am myself. Sanatana. Sanatana.
Correct. Wonderful. So, ishtu ide idralli. We will. Any other closing comments before we? Anyone? Varun, Maneji, Varunji.
Nothing from me, Vasuji.
Nothing. We can continue the other shlokas next time.
Shall we do? It's a good time to do Nididhyasa. Would anybody like to conduct Nididhyasa based on today's manana of destructible causes, support causes, and
I hope Babuji can.
Madipa, please, Madi.
Because you have started with all shlokas.
ಅಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಗಂಟ್ಲು ಕಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಆಡಿಬಲ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ
ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ದಾನೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ವರುಣ್ ಜಿ, ವುಡ್ ಯು ಲೈಕ್ ಟು?
ವರುಣ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಜಿ, ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಕ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಓಕೆ, ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. Have we understood? Very simple. Have we understood that the Atman or consciousness cannot be destroyed, cannot be burnt, cannot be wetted, cannot be cut into pieces? Adu gottaitalva? Cannot be separated, cannot be dried, cannot be swept away by wind or water. Alva? Then they are independent because consciousness is independent. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ನಿಧಿಧ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ. ಅಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು, ಸೊ that will get established firmly in our unconscious mind. It will go and rest in our unconscious mind.
ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ, ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರಿ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಾಬು ಮತ್ತೆ ವರುಣ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇದೆ. ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್.
ವರುಣ್ಜಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ.
ಬಾಬುಜಿ, ನೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನಂಗೆ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ.
ನನಗೆ ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ನಿಧಿಧ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ತರ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗತ್ತೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರೇ, ನೀವು ನಿಧಿಧ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ ಇವತ್ತು? ಮಾಡಿಸಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಚಾರದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಮನನದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. I think Varun ji and Babuji and Maneji are not very comfortable. Would you like to do it?
Try ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Okay.
ಖಂಡಿತ.
ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಖಂಡಿತ.
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಗೋ ಹೆಡ್, ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವಿಚಾರ ಏನು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಧಿಧ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ. That none of the 4 elements can destroy consciousness. Why? Because consciousness is independent. Rest of the other things, body, mind, are dependent. ಅಷ್ಟ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಧಿಧ್ಯಾಸ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗೋ ಥರ. ಲೆಟ್ ದ ಟ್ರೂತ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ಡ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಧಿಧ್ಯಾಸದ ಕಡೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಅಂತಿಮ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ನಿಲ್ಸೋಣ. ಓವರ್ ಟು ಯು ಮೂರ್ತಿಜಿ.
ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಧ್ಯಾನಾವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತು ಆ ಪರಬ್ರಹ್ಮನನ್ನು
Murthy-ji, can you do it in English if you don't mind? If Sajni-ji would like to listen to the recording, it will be available.
Okay. Hari Om. Please close your eyes. Sit in your dhyana comfortable position. The concluding part of this today's discussion is that the whole universe is made up of 5 elements. That is Akasha Tattva, Vayu Tattva, Agni Tattva, Jala Tattva, and Bhutattva. So, all these 5 elements, what is appearing in outside is also appearing, and the whole body is created with these 5 elements. So, the whole universe, all creatures are dependent on these 4 elements of Bhutattva for food, Jala Tattva for water, Agni Tattva for heat, even inside our body and outside, and Vayu Tattva. So it is the source for all creatures, for the existence of this jiva. So all these 4 elements are dependent on one element, that is called Akasha Tattva. Because of that Akasha Tattva, in Akasha Tattva there is only one thing, that is called sound. If you come to the Vayu Tattva, there is sound and touch, sparsha. If you come to fire element, there is touch, sound, and rupa. If you come to the water element, one more element, taste. And when you come to that Bhutattva, all these 5 elements, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Shabda, Sparsha, all the elements are what we are seeing in Bhutakasha is seeing in your system, in your body also. So I am also made up of that, all the 5 elements. So I am nothing. I am not separate from those elements. So, whereas the Akasha Tattva is a totality, it is a whole. So, it will accommodate all the other 4 elements within itself. But all the other elements are dependent on Akasha Tattva. They are part, but the Akasha Tattva is a whole. So, in that regard, our body, mind, intellect are all, even Chitta, dependent on that one Akasha Tattva that is called Atma Swarup, Swayam Swarup. Because of that single source, all other, our body, physical, mental, and intellect activities are happening because of the one element called, that is called Atma Tattva. So Jiva is plus Atma is called Jivatma. Jiva also cannot survive independently. Atma can survive without Jiva, but Jiva cannot survive without Atma. So in this regard, think for a while and let us be silent for 2 minutes. Asatoma Satgamaya Kamatoma Yotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Nanu Nanembudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Sachidanandatma Shivananu Nane Shivoham Shivoham Shivoham. Atmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Brahmadarshanam Satyadarshanam Satya-darshanam Antarjyoti Bahirjyoti Pratyajyoti Paratpara Jyotireva Jyoti Swayam Jyoti Atma Jyoti Shivosmiham Lokaha Samastaha Sukino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukino Bhavantu. Om Tasdas Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Tasdas Brahmarpanamastu. Please open your eyes and gently rub and keep with your hand. Like